Okay, so definitely no introduction or introduction towards this video or channel. If any of you guys truly care about my stuff, you truly give a rabbit's foot about myself, like, share, hit the bell notification. Truly care about my content, subscribe. Absolutely wonderful, amazing, absolutely epic, badass, amazing, wonderful, original people that were there for me since day freaking one. So my original subscribers, my original viewers, my fanboys, fangirls, audience retention pupils, my watchmen one on the wall, etc., etc., etc. My followers, my watchers, the people that were there for me. So it was in a grind when I first started this channel. Thank you very much. Just in case YouTube algorithm unsubscribe to my channel, please come back to me. And if you happen any people happen to stumble upon this channel or my videos on my other social media from Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff, it'd be nice to come along with this, tag along in this journey, come along with this adventure. It'd be great if you could maybe, dare I say it, possibly stay with me forever. Question mark. And this is one and none thing. Never can ever see me again. I totally get it. It's water under the bridge. It's all good in the hood. It's all bright eyed and bushy tails. Totally understandable. I totally get it. I'm content with it. It's all gravy, all fancy, all purely okay. Totally content, peaceful with that. You know, 70, 80, 90 million billion other people go watch besides me. So I'm not pressuring you or anything, trying to twist your guys' arm. Staying, you have to stay with me. Subscribe forever. Just play me in the background, 2x speed or something, 3x speed. Death Battle. I know this isn't a new one yet. That's probably next week when it comes out. It says Bakugo should have been the main character. It says Hero Academia and the Death Battles. There's another one that came out just like 2-3 days ago. But as you can hear my voice, and my longtime subscriber, my 970 you guys that are out there, you can tell I'm very, very sick, very fucking under the weather. So I might have at the most 4, 8, 12, maybe 13 videos at the most this week. I'll try, but probably gonna be a lot more shorter instead of longer. So I'm gonna be doing that a lot, unfortunately. I don't know how the hell I got sick. I don't know if it's after I went to the movies on Thursday to go see that movie that had Ryan Gosling in, the Project Hail Mary one. Pretty decent. It wasn't the greatest thing in the world. Probably give it an A- or B+. There wasn't a lot of wokeness or political EX agendas in there and stuff, but it started like a bunch of viral trends that everyone wanted. The little wolf sweater that he had and the little glasses things that he has a professor in that movie. So that's like how the whole bullshit mainstream media says, oh, everything that Mr. Ryan Gosling touches turns into gold and platinum. It is what it is, and I don't care. He's only getting some movies, not all. But anyways, I don't know if it was like the food I ate, because I know I had like maybe right after the pizza or Del Taco or Taco Bell. I might have gotten sick after that. I don't know how the fuck it happened, but stupid common cold flu fucking beat the crap out of me for the past 5 days. That's why you didn't get to see anything Saturday or Sunday. So probably seeing this either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday whenever I'm doing this. So I'll waste your guys' time. Let's get in. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I should have did this earlier. Alright, let's keep it going. Jumping this thing head first. Let's see it.
Whiz, there's nothing like the smell of napalm in the morning. The rush of the shockwave, the flash of combustion. I love it when stuff goes boom.
And no one knows that feeling better than Katsuki Bakugo.
When your name literally means powerful bomb, it's no wonder he was born with the quirk
Powerful
explosion. It lets Bakugo create humongous kabooms from his palms. I could only dream of having hands that red.
Quirks are genetic superpowers that most humans are born with. Bakugo inherited his quirk from his parents. Specifically, it was a combination of his father's combustible acid sweat and his mother's glycerin skin secretions.
Making Bakugo sweat basically like nitroglycerin. And the more he sweats, the bigger the booms. His parents basically made the perfect kid, absolutely oozing with shonen main character energy.
Bakugo felt similarly, so much so that he started bullying his childhood friend who happened to be born without a quirk.
Yeah, okay, he's kind of a snot-nosed turd sometimes, but come on, Whiz, the kabooms! They're so cool.
Quirks are a natural biological feature of a person's body. In the same way that we don't really think about walking or breathing, Bakugo's explosions became like any other limb, especially with his rigorous training.
Bakugo quickly picked up on how to use his explosions to obliterate anything in sight, block attacks, launch himself around, and quickly maneuver in midair at hypersonic speeds, which requires a ton of focus and on-the-fly calculations.
And despite getting this incredibly dangerous quirk when he was 4, he somehow never killed himself or anyone else that we know of. Bakugo was truly a prodigy, destined for greatness.
And his only goal was to surpass Japan's numero uno superhero and his personal idol, All Might. In Bakugo's mind, the only person who wins no matter what. Absolute victory. No problem for the main character.
Except Katsuki wasn't the protagonist that he thought he was. That would be Izuku Midoriya, the quirkless child Bakugo bullied. In truth, he was threatened by Izuku's tenacity despite being quirkless.
Really? That crybaby's the main character? Well, Bakugo's inferiority complex would only get worse when Deku somehow landed a quirk that was just as cool, and both were accepted to the same superhero high school, UA High.
There, he would learn to be a superhero and fully
Remember
develop.
Ultra Academy was like, go Ultra. I remember they used to talk about the UA Academy. And then I found a little, the thing was Polar Bear was a little baby rat laboratory mouse, was the principal headmaster of that whole college university thing that had the one supposed to be the most sophisticated, fanciest place for the superheroes becomes, not regular students become superheroes later on. I remember that.
His ultimate moves.
Like flying through the sky faster than sound with turbo speed, blinding people with stun grenade, focusing his blasts into armor-piercing shots, or making a big-ass tornado of death.
The howitzer impact involves Bakugo spinning himself in midair with his explosions, building up a tremendous amount of swirling oxygen, and then igniting it all for one hell of a boom.
He's pretty smart when it comes to strategizing mid-fight. He even developed new techniques for his quirk faster than Deku did.
UA High also aided Bakugo's development by preparing him with his iconic Grenadier bracers, gauntlets that allow him to store up his sweat, gross, for prolonged bouts, or to release all of it at once in a single massive blast.
He's also got his hero suit, which helps him sweat faster in order to build up stronger attacks. Or the Strafe Panzer, these badass turrets mounted to his back that store his sweat as ammo. Okay, I'm sorry, Whizz, I like the kid, I take his sick-ass powers, but I don't think I can handle the smell.
Well, there is good news. The glycerin he gets from his mom's side probably makes his skin flawless. He's gonna look like that for the next, 30 years.
An immaculate face card plus explosions versus smelling 1,000 dead rat assholes. Well, while I try and figure that one out, come back next time as we cover Bakugo's opponent, Reze from Chainsaw Man.
Chicken out past door.
Alright, hold on, I'll see you in a quick second. Alright, so really fast lightning round. Overall thoughts, views, opinions, speculations, top of the hat, top of the dome, real quick. Vibes, feelings, hot takes, unhinged thoughts, etc. All the good shit, top of my cranium here. Before I get to this one, Reze KABOOMS Into Deathbattle. I'm still gonna react to this one. You guys could go to the ration point spot whenever I react to this part, because I'm probably gonna yap for a little fucking while. Wow. Good lord, man. I forgot how much friggin' badass this motherfucker was. I wonder the same dude that played like the voice actor for Bakugo is the same one that played Ichigo Kurosaki from like the Bleach anime series. So I know for the English dub version of it, because he always looked like that Ichigo Kurosaki dude. So he wasn't a good guy. He's kind of like the bad villain guy instead. He's like the anti-hero, anti-villain dude instead. Because Ichigo's always trying to save the world in his universe, in this Japanese anime version of Shonen universe. Because they don't have the same blonde hair, blue eye, white style, except he's a little bit more older than Bakugo was. And now different superpower energy attacks, aka quirks and all that shit too. They don't call them superpowers, they call them quirk powers or something instead. Sometimes he was an asshole piece of garbage sometimes in Midoriya all the time, which is kind of fucked up. That's why I never really like him that much, but in the video games and stuff, he was still badass. I'll admit that. And after, I think, the third season, that's when Bakugo and Midoriya start becoming friends again, instead of being evil assholes towards each other, even though Midoriya was way more nicer than the other dude was. And there was so many memes in those dudes from 2016, 2017. Years ago, because I was watching them that time, mid-late 20s, my god. I was still trying to slowly trying to go back to normal civilian life. Not civilian, I didn't go in the military and that stuff, but just after I was done with college university in 2013-14, I was done with all that shit. So 2015 was when the anime came out. First 3 or 3.5 years, I was done doing the college university stuff. Oh my god. So in the real world, really hit me in the ass really fucking hard, because I had to pay my own taxes for the first time, and I was on my family's parents freaking insurance shit anymore. Because in the United States, when you're 25 and over, you have to get your own being Medicare, Medicaid, or your own pharmacy insurance thing or whatever. Your family's not, your mom and dad is the one that protects you anymore. After that, that's all on your fucking own. after that. And other than that, yeah, reality really hit my ass really hard. I was in a really slow, depressed, fucked up state of anxiety, but anime and video games still kept me through, man. It really did. And what else is good? A lot of the plot twists and turns was really fun, especially with this character. I know he was always the knucklehead, piece of garbage, punk ass piece of shit to Midoriya, but after a while they ended up becoming good friends later on. The third season, I think. So the first two seasons was kind of a dick to him, and then like what else? He just wanted to always surpass the other dude, All Might, but I don't think All Might was ever gonna let him do that until like the fourth season. So that was that. That's when it gets a lot more darker. And I think when the fourth season comes around, a lot of people start actually physically getting unalived and all that shit. And then that started happening in the second one too, but the third and fourth one it got way dark. So let's react to this one, 3, 2, 1. Reze KABOOMS Into DEATHBATTLE. I don't know that much at all about the Chainsaw Man thing. I did want to watch the movie from last year that came out in Japan. I think in January, and they got English dub. So hopefully one of these days I get to see the movie. All right, let's go. Let's see it.
Death, war, famine, conquest. Humanity has been plagued by all manner of ills since they first crawled out of the primordial ooze. In the world of Chainsaw Man, there is nothing to fear but fear itself.
Because fear itself is real. They're called devils.
Literally devils from hell. These monstrous beings are the living embodiments of humanity's worst nightmares, and their power is directly proportional to that fear.
So the chicken devil might be so weak you could keep him as a class pet, like, you know, a chicken. But what about the bat devil, or the ghost devil, or the devil embodying man's fears of one of the greatest weapons it's ever created, the bomb devil?
Little is known about the origins of the bomb devil's current host, Reze, if that even is her real name.
She might look cute and kawaii, but she's actually a Soviet assassin trained from birth to be one of the deadliest killers on the planet. Basically a Black Widow. A cold and lonely existence for anyone, but quadruply so in a world as effed up as this.
But all Reze wanted was a safe, normal, quiet life. As much a fable to her as Aesop's Country Mouse.
Too bad. You are now a walking, talking,
Hold on.
bad. You are now a walk.
A fable to her as
That's real cool. Country mouse gets it lives in safety to live in safety. Yeah, mouse gets to live in safety but doesn't eat to go. Ghost gets to eat deliciously good food like they have in the city. Oh, that's sad. Sounds real depressing.
Country mouse.
Too bad. You are now a walking, talking explosive. Have fun.
At some point, the girl known as Reze was implanted with a fragment of the bomb devil and became a hybrid, a human possessing a devil's powers without sacrificing their humanity, transforming their body into a living weapon.
As a hybrid, Reze's strength and speed are way crazier than a normal human's, and with her martial arts training, she's a force to be reckoned with up close. Also, Whizz, check out the bomb for a head.
Someone like Reze would eat you alive, literally.
Oh, wow.
Should devils like Reze take...
Almost looks like the thing from the Xenomorphs from the Alien series. Then the one that dude created, I forgot his freaking name. Ridley Scott, that dude that created that whole evil, crazy, ugly-looking, alien-looking monster demon thing. Kind of looks like that, but a short form.
Damage whatsoever, they can heal by consuming blood.
And that lets hybrids survive some pretty insane stuff, like having their limbs torn off, getting bisected clean in half, or being roasted alive. Just slurp some blood and they're good as new.
Especially useful considering the bomb devil's primary ability is literally blowing herself up. Reze can emit explosions from any surface of her body, even tearing off limbs and turning them into bombs that she can detonate at will.
Damn, that's hardcore. She can use these blasts to jet through the sky at hypersonic speeds, maneuver and redirect herself in midair, and enhance the strength and speed of her blows.
Or Reze can send sparks that can ignite the atmosphere in explosions that tear apart entire cities. Making herself stronger, the more fear her wanton destruction creates.
As long as the area around her is dry enough to maintain ignition, Reze can create as many explosions as she wants, non-stop.
She can even turn her own body into different types of real-world bombs to massively enhance their power.
Like transforming her leg into a torpedo, or her apron into dynamite. Every single inch of Reze is a living weapon. This may be a rash decision, but Whizz, let's replace the rest of my limbs with weapons.
You don't know how happy I am to hear you say that. I haven't done prosthetic surgery in so long. What do you even need arms for anyway? Eating? Drinking? Nah.
Oh, drinking. Yeah, never mind, Whizz. Changed my mind. Moment's gone. put it down.
Oh, don't worry. Come back next time for the full episode of Bakugo vs. Reze. In the meantime, I'm going to make Boomstick better.
Oh, God. Do something crazier to him. Hold on. Alright, so second overall thoughts, views, opinions, some vibes, feelings, hot takes, unhinged thoughts, random, crazy, wild vibes. As always, broad opinions, and of course, as always, bullet points. Speculation is top of the hand, top of the dome, neurons going off shit. This one looks a lot more extra powerful. I'm not saying, oh, she's a girl boss and a bad bitch. It's because she's a pretty, super cute anime kawaii. That's who fucking cute, pretty anime girl, whatever. Nah. This one looks a billion times more dangerous than like Bakugo was from Boku no Hero Academia. The anime series and the manga and the games and all that, etc., what have you. I have a feeling they're probably going to have her be the winner of that battle unless it ends up being him, but I don't know. None of the people in comments say, oh, it's sexist and bigoted, misogynist, a few ones. I don't want to hear none of that freaking bullshit. That's what happens, man. I really hope not. And the last few things I'm going to say about it is, man, I didn't realize how crazy, a lot of blood and gore and violence shit that Chainsaw Man had. Like, I never watched the anime for it. I still might check it out one day. Like I said before, I'll say it again. I still want to see that English anime dub freaking version of the movie, but I probably want to watch the Japanese version more. So because they make it all wokeified and stupid and politicized, which I hope they don't. From what I heard, it's alright, but it's not like the best anime ever. Kind of reminds me of what Demon Slayer was. And the other ones, like Berserk, has a shitload of blood and gore fest. It's like a bloodbath of that shit. It is fucking really gruesome graphic shit. So, is anyone under age 18, they definitely should be watching this. If they do, might get their mind a little fucked up. I don't know. And again, I watched Naruto Shippuden. There was a little bit of blood and gore in there too, but it didn't fuck up my mind mentally. Thank God. I don't know. Her superpowers look way more overpowered than Bakugo, so I'll be surprised if they end up having Bakugo win over this girl, Reze. I guess it's gonna be Reze. Yeah, that's how they pronounced it. That's it. That's all for now. I'm out here. Wipe my hands clean on this thing. Just gonna do my short outro. That's it. Stay in the grind. Stay healthy. Easy be yourself. Peace out, my sauerkraut. Let's get my flip side. Stay cautious. Don't take anything big pharma, big government does you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Whenever videos of my projects come around. All right. Take it easy. Later.